If you ever wonder, when you love something so much, that you want to know who created this masterpiece. In the world of technology, humans have done a lot of innovations, a lot of smart people have contributed a lot to humankind. And with the help of their creations, a lot of things have been created by other smart people. But that one creation changed the fate of every child, and their childhood. It filled a lot of memories and joyful moments. All because of one man and his vision. He simply changed the gaming industry forever with his brave idea. And the man behind our childhood is...
皆様こんにちは、Kutaragi です。
Ken was born in Tokyo, Japan. Ken parents are not rich compared to the Japanese standard. They were running a small business, a printing plant. They used to encourage Ken in his interests. Unlike other children, he often repairs the toys, than playing with them. All these things construct a way for his career in electronics, and that led him to join in the University of Electrocommunications. After graduating from college, he cracked a job at Sony, and worked as an engineer in the digital research division. Ken-Kutaragi earned a reputation as a highly skilled and innovative engineer during his early years at Sony. He worked on several groundbreaking projects, including the development of early liquid crystal displays and digital cameras. In 1984, he watched his daughter playing Famicom, a video game console produced by Nintendo. At that time, Kutaragi was offered work at Nintendo for a sound chip, and he secretly accepted the deal without telling Sony. While risking his job, Kutaragi worked for Nintendo. This deal gave him insight into video games, and Kutaragi saw the scope of the gaming industry. When Sony executives found out about the deal, they were furious. But with Sony's CEO permission, he was able to complete the chip and saved his job. Ken-Kutaragi wants to bring 3D experiences into every home. When he pitched the idea to Sony, they rejected it. They believe video games are not a serious business. The company was primarily focused on consumer electronics, and didn't take video games seriously. He kept pushing the company to action on his idea, but he only saw rejections. He simply didn't give up. Because of his bold spirit and passion for video games, finally the CEO of Sony, Norio Oga, gave him a chance. After the approval, Sony started working for Nintendo. And they created the first Sony console with the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. But after some time, the partnership between Sony and Nintendo fell apart. But again, Kutaragi didn't give up. He pushed Sony to create their own gaming console this time. However, finally, in 1994, Sony released their first gaming console, and it became an instant success, and 102 million units were sold out worldwide. It became the first video game console to reach this milestone, making it the first console to hit that kind of number. After the massive success of the original PlayStation, Ken-Kutaragi continued to lead Sony's game division with even more ambitious goals. He wanted to make the second console with even more features, with fast processing power and a DVD drive with improved 3D graphics. At a time when DVDs were becoming popular for both gaming and movie watching, many people bought the console as a gaming and home entertainment device.
The entertainment system of the future. Not only does it play video games, DVD movies, CDs, but it connects to the internet. And we all know the internet is now and forever.
And a lot more features like backward compatibility and a massive game library. Because of the early popularity of original console, Sony marketed it very well across the globe when they finally released the PlayStation 2.
Best Buy! Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. What are you gonna do now? Oh, as soon as I go home, I'm gonna plug it up and play it all night.
It sold over 155 million units, making it the best-selling video game console of all time. And then we got the PlayStation 3.
The 20 gigabyte PlayStation 3 will retail for $499 US and 549 Canadian dollars.
When PlayStation 2 came out, it was about $300, which is reasonably almost the same price as PlayStation 1. But when PlayStation 3 came out, it was way higher than the previous consoles. The PS3 had the highest launch price, with the 60GB model costing $599, which is double the price of the PS2. And it also has some amazing features, and it was upgraded to advanced hardware, including the Cell broadband engine, a powerful processor that improved game graphics and performance. It also had a built-in hard drive which allowed players to save game data and download content directly to the console. Despite its initial struggles, the PS3 eventually found success, thanks to exclusive games like Uncharted, The Last of Us, and God of War 3, as well as price drops and hardware revisions. By the end of its life cycle, the PS3 sold over 87 million units worldwide. And the next console makes them create another milestone.
Very proud to announce that PlayStation 4 will be available at $399.
Won't impose any new restrictions on the use of PS4 gamers. When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
Oh. Fucking shit. Unbelievable.
The PlayStation 4 was released on November 15, 2013. There is nothing less in this console. It provides what all PlayStation lovers are waiting for and clears all their hunger. The PlayStation 4 was a huge success, selling over 117 million units worldwide by the end of its life cycle. It became one of the best-selling consoles of all time. We were all waiting for the news. When was another PlayStation going to be released? And then we got the problem.
The number of deaths are nearing 1 million.
The world was suffering at that time. So many lives had gone. Everyone had to live in a home, with no friends, no family trips, no parties. But a crazy thing happened here. The rise of online streaming, content has boomed, gamers have started playing online games. It opened a new way to the people who love gaming. Sony announced their another console, PS5. The PlayStation 5 was released on November 12, 2020, in regions like North America, Japan, and Australia. But the pandemic was continuing. The PS5 has been in high demand since its launch, leading to global shortages due to supply chain issues. But when the shortage cleared, the PlayStation 5 quickly became one of the fastest-selling consoles in history. It has sold over 40 million units worldwide. Sony won again with the PS5 and its amazing features like ultra-fast SSD ray tracing and 4K gaming, DualSense controller, 3D audio, exclusive games, and a lot more. Sony has dominated the gaming industry. It's all because of one man's vision. And who became the father of PlayStation? Ken-Kutaragi. He filled joy in our lives with beautiful memories. Ken-Kutaragi retired from Sony as chairman and CEO in 2007. He achieved what he dreamed about PlayStation. What he dreamt and struggled with in his early years has led Sony to become one of the dominant forces in gaming industry, transforming the company into a global leader in the video game market. Though he left his leadership role, his influence remained deeply rooted in the gaming world.
それらのタイトルを遊んでいただいた世界中のユーザーの皆様に私より心から感謝をいたします。